What's up, tribe? How you guys doing? Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I hope you like this video. This is the Real Housewives of Atlanta, season 15, episode 15. Y'all, the season finale is next week. Now, we know they've already filmed the reunion, so we know that the finale was coming up soon, but is it me or was I waiting for more to happen? But anyway, moving on. So, Kandi is filming her movie. Okay, a lot of this episode was Kandi in this movie, and I'm gonna be honest with you, I feel like if the situation had not happened with Drew and this whole situation, alleged affair with and Ralph, I feel like we wouldn't have got this much of the behind the scenes with Kandi's film. Although this gonna work in Kandi's favor, because here's the thing, because of the writer's strike, Kandi cannot promote this film. So this actually is promotion for Kandi without doing official promotion. So once again, Kandi know how to take lemons and make lemonade. And this really worked out well. Now, I don't know where this film is going to land. I don't know if it's going to go straight to Tubi. I don't know if it's going to be BET Plus. I don't know if it's going to be Lifetime. I don't know if it's going to be the All Black channel. Like, I don't know where this actual movie is going to land. But we got a lot of the behind the scenes. But I'm going to be honest with you. Really, the only thing that's really important to know about what's going on with Kandi in this movie is, one, they pulled the Tyler Perry and they filmed it in their house. Now, the sex scene was legitimately filmed in Kandi's bed. Kandi, girl, you got a whole mansion and a whole guest house. You mean to tell me y'all ain't have another bedroom that was big enough to accommodate lights, camera, action, that you had to actually use your real bedroom? Drew said she was in Kandi real bed in her real bathroom, and I'm all here for saving money. It's an independent, small project. It's coming out your pocket. I ain't mad about you using your house. Like I said, Tyler Perry did it. It was very successful for him. But y'all don't have another bedroom. Like, you really had to use your personal bedroom. I mean, Riley don't live there no more. Todd's daughter don't live. Y'all, where was they sleeping? Where was their bedroom? Come on, y'all. Anyway, the other thing is we did get to see Drew's love scene. I mean, you know, we saw glimpses of it. And Drew, girl, you look like you was doing a good job acting. Ralph showed up being creepy. Listen, what is it about men that get so turned on by girl on girl action? I mean, Ralph was acting like a kid in a candy store. He was being real creepy about this whole, I want to see it. Did you kiss her? Did you give her some tongue action? Like, I just need 24 hours as a man to understand these things. I don't get it. Moving right along. That's really the main thing. Mayetta was on set, you know, looking all lawyery or whatever. And that's pretty much the main thing about that. Now, Sonya. Now, Sonya, I defended you last week, okay? I defended you last week. I defended you in my personal review. And I defended you down to the whether you like it or not panel, okay? Them people tried to come for you and this whole pregnancy announcement. Now, before I say this, I know she lost this baby. And so I 100% feel for her that she did end up losing this baby. And I am sorry, right? However, what I'm getting ready to say don't have nothing to do with the fact that she lost his baby. So don't come for me in them comments. This is about something totally different. I would feel the same way, okay? Number one, you mean to tell me you did all this announcing? You did all of this. You had, let me explain. You had time to order personalized sweatshirts for you and Ross and a tank top to take down to the mental health retreat. But you hadn't been to your OBGYN to confirm the fact that you was pregnant. Now, unless they showed this scene out of order, you mean to tell me we had a whole pregnancy announcement down to the mental health retreat and you hadn't been to see Dr. Jackie, which is, you know, we know all of them go to Dr. Jackie. I mean, that just don't make no sense to me. It don't make no sense. Then you go down to the OBGYN and you take Deuce. Did y'all see Dr. Jackie? Dr. Jackie was not feeling that. Dr. Jackie was like, wait a minute, how you get in here? This not the pediatrician's office? What this baby doing here? And Sonya talking about some, well, you know, Deuce is very interested because, you know, he's been talking a lot about wanting a little brother or sister. And so, you know, he's a part of this. No, he's not. Child, he is 5, 4, 3. I don't even know how old Deuce is, okay? But there is no reason why he's supposed to be there while you are having a pelvic an exam. Ma'am. And Dr. Jackie was not feeling the fact that he was there. You could tell. You could listen. If you watch Married to Medicine, you know Dr. Jackie wasn't feeling that. You know she wasn't feeling that. So anyway, we see Sheree down to the chateau. She's getting ready to do a sip and see for her granddaughter because she is a glam mom. Okay, for Mecca. Man, let's be clear. Y'all know that party was all about Sheree showing off her grandbaby, and I ain't even mad about it. I'm just not. But do y'all know what I felt like we needed in this moment? I felt like we needed a part 2. Even if they produced that scene, even if it was a fake scene, y'all, I needed a part 2 of Sheree planning this sip and see with that party planner. And I needed a part 2 of the, well, who gonna check me boo? I did. I'm just gonna be real with y'all. I needed a part 2 in that moment. Okay, I needed a part 2 in that moment. But neither here nor there, child. We see her planning it, and it did turn out beautiful. Now, she told that man that there was no budget. I'm just waiting for that man to come down to our good Instagram or Twitters or Threads or whatever and let us know that he never got paid. Like, I'm waiting for it to happen. Like, can y'all find Mr. Party Planner? I just am waiting for him to say something. Because then that would always happen to Sheree. Somebody always snitch on her and let us know that she ain't paying her damn bills. Anyway, the other thing we found out is that Monyetta did show Drew the video of cousin Courtney calling her out her name. Now, in the video, I honestly can't tell whether she was cussing out if she called Sonya the B or if she called Drew the bitch. But either way, she did say it. She said she'll never use that word, and it don't even matter, child. Courtney has been real extra under the whole season. Okay. So, Marlo is actually having an event for people who were in foster care who have been very successful, and she's honoring them. Now, I was going to make some comments, and I was going to say some things, but I'm going to just go ahead and give Marlo this. Because what I was going to say was, you just got them people standing up in the back of the room waiting for their name to be called. Like, they ain't had no chairs. You didn't put them on a dais. You didn't get them no VIP seating in the front. It looked like it was a cocktail hour situation, and then she gave out the awards. But the ultimate goal is that this was a great event, and everybody wore blue because that's the ribbon for foster care. Everybody wore dark blue. She wore powder blue. It looked like a really nice event. It did. It looked like a really nice event. Now, Sheree was late because Sheree said that she was still finishing up her tasting for the sip and see, but she made it. And Marlo was happy because Marlo was like, I'd have been really upset if you didn't make it here, blah, 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 blah. Because, you know, Marlo is your world, girl. We just a squirrel trying to get a nut around this bitch. Okay. But it looked like a really nice event, so I ain't even about to sit here and I ain't even going to say nothing. It was just a nice event. It was Marlo, child. It was Marlo. So, let's get to this sip and see. Sheree wanted everybody to dress in nudes. And again, the decorations were gorgeous. Like, the event was nice. I'm not going to take nothing away from this event. It was beautiful, right? It was extra. It was over the top. But I'm not mad. I'm really not mad about it. It was beautiful, right? You a first-time grandmama and you got the means to do it. Baby, do it. Do it. Sonya gets there early. We don't know why, but she did. She got there early. It started at 4. Why Sonya still showing up for stuff on time? Sonya got there at 4:06. You know good and damn that event was not going to start at no 4 o'clock. Why you still showing up on time, Sonya? So the ladies start showing up. We saw Miss Quad there. We saw Shamir showed up. You know, few little people was there. But, of course, everybody, you know, Marlo wasn't there because she had a death and she had to go down to Florida for a funeral. But everybody else was there. And Child Bob showed up. Child Bob is always Bob. We're going to get to Bob in a minute. Bob showed up and Martell showed up. Kenya wanted to talk to Martell. Now, Martell did not want to talk to Kenya, and I understand why Martell didn't want to talk to Kenya. He did not want a part 2 of what went down in the first episode, right? Kenya explained to Martell why she attacked him, and once again, she blamed it on the fact that she didn't have a man there to defend her, so she felt like she had to match his energy. And so Martell apologized, but then Martell said, well, do you feel like you owe me any type of an apology? And she was like, no. I feel like you did. And I know some of y'all are not going to agree with me, but I feel like Kenya was doing a lot and being extra. She started that situation. But again, so was Martell did owe her an apology, and he did apologize. But I felt like Kenya could have apologized too. I feel like she was explaining and not apologizing. Oh, let me put a pin in that. Let me rewind back to Drew complaining about the movie schedule. Because, again, it's a budget. So Todd was trying to get as much filmed in a short amount of time as possible. So, of course, they were doing 8 or 9 scenes at one time, whatever. She had a nerve to complain, talking about something. Yeah, after this, it's going to be at least Lifetime or higher for me. I can't do this again. I'm sorry, what? Girl, Drew. Then she gonna say, well, I appreciate the opportunity. Shady boots. Shady boots. Anyway, back to the party, child. So Sheree finally comes out 2 hours later with the baby, looking fabulous. Everything is cute. They go to take pictures. Bob pulls this girl into the picture, and the ladies are trying to figure out, is that Bob's girlfriend? Is that Bob? Who is that? Like she's in the family pictures. Like, he just pulled her out the crowd. Now, here's where the shit gets real shady. Well, they finally Sheree asked Bob who she is. Bob talking about something, oh, that's my daughter. Sheree said, your daughter? Baby, allegedly, because Sheree know how to lie. But allegedly, Sheree didn't know nothing about this little girl. Well, she's a young lady now. She didn't know nothing about her. She said when she met Bob, Bob told her he had 2 kids, and then she had her 2 kids. She said now, come to find out, Bob had a whole nother daughter that we didn't know nothing about. And not only did none of us know anything about this daughter, he brings her to this event and then pulls her into the family picture without even telling nobody. We're gonna come back to that. Without telling Sheree, let me leave it at that. Without telling Sheree, and you got me sitting here looking crazy. Like, what the hell, Bob? Well, come to find out, Cairo and Sheree's other daughter does know this young lady. They've been at family functions together. She just never met Sheree. So you mean to tell me that Cairo and your daughter have been hanging out with this sister that you didn't know nothing about, and they didn't bother to tell you? Like, nobody shared that information with you, Sheree? So Bob didn't tell you, your kids didn't tell you? Well, when Bob came back around and explained, what really happened was Bob didn't know about this little girl. And again, she's a young lady. She's not a little girl. She's a young lady. But Bob didn't know about her either. Right? So when he married Sheree, he didn't know about her. She came up later, and Bob just never told Sheree, which in that case, she didn't really need to know at that point. I mean, if she came around once the kids were grown and you were divorced, I mean, hell, what you gonna tell me for now? But you mean to tell me Cairo, and I forget her other daughter's name, you mean to tell me Cairo and your other daughter ain't mention it? Ain't say nothing. And then, Bob, you thought that it was appropriate to pop her up with everybody at a family event at a sympathy for the grandbaby? He talking about something I thought it was apropos. Bob, you knew what you were doing. You knew they were filming. You knew it was going to get on camera. You knew exactly what you were doing. Bob is still Bob. Okay, that's why I said Bob is still bobbing. All right? Then Drew shows up, and Drew don't want to come in because she sees Anthony, the assistant from last season. And she said that Anthony assaulted her. She said Anthony saw her down to the club, picked up her shoe, and threw it at her. And so she was not coming in there because she did not feel comfortable being around somebody who tried to throw something at her. Now, his version of the story, you know, he was doing a lot, being extra to get some camera time. But he said that she threw a purse at him first, and that's when he threw the shoe at her. So he was just retaliating, is basically what he said. But baby, neither here nor there. And Sheree was like, look, child, whatever, I ain't got time for it. Like, I wasn't thinking about Drew. Drew ain't feel comfortable. Oh, well, see you on the other side. Like, it is what it is. Child. But anyway, that's pretty much the episode. Y'all let me know what y'all think. I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.